guys, welcome to GEEKAMANIA. Again, we have 4 people. It's great. And doing a little something bit different. We're doing a debate. And this debate is who is the best Joker? I will be officiating, of course, because I'm the only sensible one. And we have Ben, obviously, officiating. We have Kier here, who shall be representing
Jack Nicholson's Joker.
Then we have Michael, who is representing
Heath Ledger.
And then we have Mark, who is representing
Mark Hamill's Joker.
So then,
but which Mark Hamill can I do? Should I do all Mark Hamill?
Mark Hamill in general.
Okay, cool.
Just in general, goddammit.
Okay.
He's back.
First off,
Yeah.
you will each have a minute to present why you think your Joker is the best.
Well,
So,
that's good.
Mark, I'm
Yes.
starting you off. Your minute starts now.
Basically, my Joker's the best because he's an amazing voice. Each Joker that everyone knows as the Joker is Mark Hamill. His voice is so iconic, and every time I ever hear it reading the comics, I always think of Mark Hamill, and his laugh is amazing, and just him in general is just, the man is a legend.
You have taken up 20 seconds. You still have 40 more.
And
30 more.
the man is great. I think he's fantastic as the Joker, and honestly, playing throughout the games, I don't think the Joker will be the same without Mark Hamill.
Again, you have 20 seconds remaining.
And I think that from animation and everything else standpoint, I think he's the best Joker ever, and I think he makes the voice so iconic that every time I think of the Joker now, I always picture myself straight away going to Mark Hamill.
5, 4,
And he is amazing.
3,
and
2, stop!
So you picture yourself, when you read the Joker, you picture yourself going to Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Who
What
wouldn't?
are you going there to do? I mean...
I go in
I
there
think
to
you
picture-
know what he's doing. Anyway, next up, Mikey, you are going to have a
Heath
minute
Ledger
starting
is-
from now. Okay, he's going.
Oh, he's
Go.
eager.
Heath Ledger is good at playing the Joker because he died playing that role. He died playing that role.
Technically, it was the role he did after.
Okay, Mikey,
Yeah.
you've taken up 10 seconds so far.
54 seconds.
He plays crazy amazingly. He's got crazy hair, which is cool and purple, just like his suit.
The hair's
The hair's
green.
green.
The hair's green.
Like his shirt.
No, his shirt's purple, his hair's green.
His
30
suit and
seconds.
shirt are purple.
His shirt's grey.
He's got amazing. He's amazing. He's an amazing magician. He pisses with Batman Something Fierce, and he is a bastard.
10 seconds.
Also, he's not very good at jokes.
That's your reason why he's the best. 3.
And he's the
2,
only Joker that I know
1,
about, so that's why he's the best.
Well, that was
Right.
interesting and insightful.
Okay, well, next. Kier, your minute starts from now.
Okay, I think Jack Nicholson is the best Joker because he's the only one that I've seen that has generally brought utterly balls out madness to it. Because Heath Ledger's one was quite darkly insane and fitted in with the film series. And Mark Hamill's Joker is kind of...
He's a mixture of everyone, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a mixture of each Joker.
But Jack Nicholson, because he's mental in real life, so it's just easier for him to go in there and just
Yeah, it's completely mental.
just act himself, essentially.
Dunno.
I think the best example of that is the scene where he's got his shocker and he fries a guy alive and then has a whole conversation with the body about what to do with his friends.
That's good.
And when he goes in and destroys the art museum, and he
This is the prince.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure that's his shining crowning moment. 5, 4,
That's pretty crazy. Like a Joker should
3,
be.
2,
1.
Blast
Happy
off!
New Year! Right, so, at the end of that round, I think I'm going to have to award a point to Kier. Because he was the only one who made a cohesive argument.
I blatantly did.
Yeah, blatantly.
he has
heck.
purple hair,
Just purple hair, same colour as his green shirt.
which is
Right.
grey.
Okay, next round. Okay, we have an important question to answer here, guys. And you're going to debate this amongst yourselves. Out of your Jokers, who would win in a fight?
Ooh.
Heath Ledger, because
Ooh.
he was in modern age, had more gadgets.
gadgets.
Really?
And then
I reckon
He
my
had,
Joker was.
he had a few. I mean, he had the little knife that was hidden in his shoe.
But he had a
I reckon
Um,
mine would. My one
And an
has like the,
RPG. No, I don't think any of the other Jokers had an RPG.
And when
That is true.
yeah, but my Joker uses amazing like hyena dog things. My Joker has hyenas as pets.
True, true.
but Heath Ledger's
My
character
Joker
got shit
has-
loads of bombs.
Has the big built-up henchman with the tie guns. So I mean,
And more importantly, a boombox with a Prince loop on it.
exactly.
Which is probably one of the most deadly weapons ever conceived
Yes.
by mankind.
And while you're suffering from that, he would then go up and shake your hand with his big, like, fry you alive hand buzzer thing.
Yeah, but my Joker can kill you with laughing gas.
Yeah,
Heath
Touche.
Ledger's got loads of bombs.
he does have a lot of
Actually, Jack
explosives.
Nicholson's Joker, he put chemicals in Gotham's supplies.
Mm.
And when, like, if you mixed hairspray and lipstick together, like, because the chemicals were in those, it'd kill you, but using them separately wouldn't. It would just activate the chemicals. So he's got that. He knows his way around these chemicals as well.
He does indeed.
That sounds like sci-fi bullcrap.
And my
It is.
Joker, has that awesome girlfriend Harley Quinn, who's insane as much as he is.
That's true. None of the others had
so
Harley
There's two of
Quinn.
them.
Yes.
Mm.
But the Joker in The Dark Knight had lots of like black gang members.
He did have an entire cohort of black cronies. That is true.
I fucking love you, Mikey.
Mm.
Victory goes to Mikey. It's 100 internet points. Mikey, you win just for that comment. That's GEEKAMANIA over, guys. Sorry, that's it. Cheers, guys. See you next time.
So I guess what we can establish is, while these two Jokers have a lot of tricks, they don't have RPGs and an army of black men.
Which is what you need to win a fight.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Black
guess
men and RPGs.
point
what
goes.
kind of RPGs? Do you mean role-playing games?
Yeah, no, he just busts out a 4th edition Dungeons and Dragons, and
Or you bring out
Batman's
like a-
just like, oh, I keep on only rolling ones.
No, it's okay, but only right once.
Yeah.
No. Okay, but only right. No, fuck it, can't do it anymore.
Anyway, after that round, point goes to Michael. So at the moment, only person to not get on the board is Mark Hamill. Right, so now we move on to style. So who do we think is the best looking Joker?
Best looking,
Visually.
visually. Is this
As
best
in,
look-
when you look at them, do you think, that is good looking Joker?
I think
When you say good looking, do you mean he's fit, good looking, or
I'm not talking how sexy they are, I'm
Aesthetically
talking aesthetically how effective are they?
and close to the Joker, or just in their own way, close to the original comic book?
No, just in
All right.
in their
Because
own
if you think
world.
about it that way, then Heath Ledger kind of wouldn't count because he's not been hit by chemicals where his whole body isn't white. If you think about it in that sort of
Yeah,
sense.
he's just
Yeah.
makeup.
Yeah, because this is all.
Yeah, but we're not talking about accuracy to comics. We're talking about what they look like. Do they look like the best damn Joker?
I reckon Mark Hamill's Joker from Arkham's Asylum City that is quite cool.
It does look pretty small. Yeah. Reasons.
Basically, because I just think out of all the Mark Hamill Jokers that he's done, and also actually the Justice League one's quite cool. Used kind of the original animated series, but kind of updated it. But I think he looks quite cool. I love his like purple suit, and you know.
The
and
one thing that bugs me about that version is that he's got black hair. I don't know why, but that bugs me a little. He does in the Justice League. He's got like shocked up black hair.
He has, but he's like green as well. But in the Arkham Asylum and City games, he's definitely gone back to the purple hair and everything
Yeah,
else.
he's got a mohawk there, which is a bit weird, isn't he? He's like his hair's all like wee.
Yeah, but it's their representation of the Joker. But I do think he looks quite cool. I love his suit. His suit's quite cool. I love the shoes, and you know, he's quite an iconic character.
I don't think I can judge Heath Ledger's good looks because that's a bit weird.
How so?
I mean,
I don't know.
I'm going to stick up for Heath Ledger.
I wouldn't
here,
say he's
then.
very good looking.
No, he's not. It's not about good looking. It's
No.
about how effective they are.
Yeah,
Okay.
so how effective they are as the
with the
Joker.
look.
Well, it's just cool the way they made him look like a modern, like person, like made him seem more realistic. So.
But no, I Heath Ledger's a very strong visual design. The whole
Yeah,
like
and he looks
tattered
mental.
makeup and a very dishevelled, chaotic
Yeah.
look.
And it's not.
Yeah.
It's not neat either.
No.
That's even more.
No,
crazy.
because that's what the Joker is. The Joker is insane. The Joker is even Mark
They made him
Hamill's
look perfectly
Joker
insane for the role.
looks. Because if you notice, even Mark Hamill's and Jack Nicholson's Joker, they're still quite scruffy and quite, you know.
well, having said that, I mean, Jack Nicholson's Joker was quite well done up.
Oh yeah, he was.
He had like the tailored suit, and because Heath Ledger had to make it more real, they had him with a Chelsea grin to explain why his mouth's so wide. But with Jack Nicholson, they had it really stretched out, like his face was on hooks the entire time. To me, I found that quite freaky in itself.
Yeah,
just someone that's had like all time.
Same with Mark Hamill's Joker. His Joker's always like that as well.
He's the only one that I think I've seen, Jack Nicholson's Joker, to put makeup on to cover up the fact he's got a white face, and then every now and again he'd get like water splashed on him. Like when he was going out to speak in public, he'd have tan makeup on, then someone splash water in his face and it all like drip off, and he'd have the Joker face underneath. It was quite weird. It was quite like that because it looked like he was coming through and the madness was coming through him. And he was the only one to have a hat.
He was.
No, actually, the Abbott series had a hat. He came in like with a coat and he took his hat off, just laughing at everyone, and they were like, "Oh my god, it's the Joker." This series had a hat as well.
But that was,
he had a hat once.
That was the hat for effect.
Yeah.
The hat for Jack Nicholson's Joker was part of the costume.
That sounds like a good name for a band. Hat for Effect.
That's a pretty cool name.
We should start a band
called Hat for Effect.
Hat for
Joker
Effect.
was originally the Mad Hatter.
Well, no. He
there was actually a Batman called the Mad Hatter, Mike.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah, there's loads of bad guys that are based on weird
The
characters.
Joker's in the Alice in Wonderland movie, isn't he?
What, the Mad Hatter?
The newest
Yeah.
one.
Yes, Mike.
Right.
Yes, he is.
That's why it's crazy. Because he doesn't know who Batman is.
Well then, I think in that round, it's probably going to have to go to Kier again. 'Cause
Yeah.
again,
It's like here.
he's making them cohesive arguments. Like you two. Anyway, okay, now we go on to how scary is your Joker? Because it's an important part of the Joker, is how much fear do you inspire into the eyes of Gotham and Batman?
I think Mark Hamill's Joker's the scariest because he's one of those people that can go from being laughing at you to then just really serious in a split second. Like if you notice, he's one of those characters I think is quite clever because Jack Nicholson's more insane. Heath Ledger's is just like scary all the time. With Mark Hamill, that's why it's more scary because at one minute you think, all right, he might be alright, but the next minute he's like, I'm going to kill you. You know, just how he's able to just like switch from sort of the happy-go-lucky sort of Joker, you know, the happy Joker, always making jokes to people, to the really insane Joker.
I think what Mark Hamill does best when it comes to Joker is his angry Joker.
Yeah.
He does Joker angry very well.
He does indeed. I love his Joker angry. It's
That's
amazing.
something that was never in the Jack Nicholson Joker. He never really got angry as a Joker. But that's what I thought was one of the scariest things about him, because no matter what he was doing, he was always laughing and, well, obviously he's going to be smiling, he's the Joker. But he's always laughing and he's always just saying these insane things, and it's quite scary because you can tell he's properly mad, because all the time he's like killing people and shooting people and putting gas in and killing people, gassing people. The entire time he's just talking to people as if it was just a normal day, like he was just going out to have tea with them.
Yeah.
And that's quite scary, just to have like all these people dropping dead around you, and he's just walking in going, how you do? How do you do? Nice weather.
I don't think I can say much about Heath Ledger.
There's loads you could say about Heath Ledger.
There's loads about Heath Ledger.
Well, I don't. Heath Ledger never really gets angry, does he? He's more of a crazy most of the time. Like, he's not that happy about that in the movie.
He gets angry.
He does get angry.
He's not proper angry though.
The only one
part
thing
I
I
thought
want
he was the
Heath
most
Ledger's Joker to do is to laugh more. Like the, you know, Joker's always known for, you know, the...
He did that a few times and in the end he was like, we're destined to do this forever, and then he laughed. You know. The angriest part I saw him was when Batman was coming towards him in the bike, and he was like, come on, and shooting bullets into the air. That's when he was the most angry, I think.
I still think
That's
Mark Hamill's Joker has the best laugh out of every Joker, in my opinion.
This isn't best laugh, unfortunately. This is scale. This is how many nightmares they have given.
Honestly, out of the three of them, I honestly would say, even though I'm pro Mark Hamill, I'll probably say that Heath Ledger because he's the most weirdest one, I guess, as well.
To be fair, I mean, it is spanning across different decades.
That is true.
For its time, Jack Nicholson's Joker there have been people hiding behind the sofa and having nightmares about that. I mean, to be fair, I think there's people that have nightmares about Jack Nicholson on the best of days. But as the Joker...
That is true.
And they're not usually about him being in films. About him being in dark alleys, sneaking up behind you and going, "Hello, dear."
To be fair, if you heard someone coming up behind you laughing like Jack Nicholson's Joker, you would shit yourself.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Same with Mark Hamill's Joker. No,
If you had anyone walking up behind you laughing like any Joker, you'd shit yourself.
that is true, you would really, wouldn't you?
Well, I think, especially since Mark openly said, "Oh, I don't think mine's the best," I think again it goes to Kier.
not even Mikey, because Heath Ledger's Joker was pretty damn scary.
Mikey said, "I don't know how to argue this." That's not good arguing. You don't give points just because they were like, "Oh." Okay.
It's like a rap battle. When Kier did his thing, I just couldn't match it.
So yes, another point to Jack Nicholson Joker.
Yes.
Alright, and finally, who was in the best thing?
What?
Who was in the best thing? Not as a Joker, but just which Joker like complemented the piece as a whole to make it the best damn piece.
That's hard for me, because which one can I use? Can I use the
Well,
animated series?
actually, if anything, it's easier for you because you have more to choose from.
Yeah.
These two have exactly one to choose from.
That's true.
So yes.
Yeah, I reckon mine would, because Mark Hamill's Joker and Kevin Conroy's Batman work so well together that if one of them wasn't in the game with the other one, it wouldn't feel right, because those two are basically like, those two are the definition of yin and yang, because the only thing of Heath Ledger's Joker that they didn't really have the whole yin and yang story point as they did in the animated series and the Arkham games, because that's what Batman and the Joker is. They are basically the yin and yang of each other, because Batman is the insanity where he goes to the good side, while Joker's the insanity when he goes to the bad side, and those two work so well with each other. Without the two voice actors together, it wouldn't work. They have that amazing chemistry together.
Any responses?
Well, I'd say mine complements the whole film the best because it was a Tim Burton thing. It was quite dark and gothic, and having Jack Nicholson come in and play the Joker in such a weird way, particularly from the first scene where he becomes the Joker and he's in the plastic surgeon's office room, and he goes, "I'm sorry, I couldn't prepare your face. It's fucked," essentially. And he sees himself in the mirror and just starts laughing hysterically. And from the start of it, it kind of takes back, because at the start of the film you see Batman straight away, and it doesn't do the backstory straight into it. It's quite dark and gothic, and then when he becomes a Joker, he punches a hole in the dark gothic thing, and just kind of starts spreading this madness around it, and like killing people off by putting chemicals in everyday products, and I mean spreading that around, and pretty much having Gotham completely in the palm of his hand. I think it's quite what that series of films is about. Well, the first two. After that, it just went shit.
Completely.
They shouldn't have brought in Robin.
Forever and Batman and Robin are two of the worst films I've ever seen in my life.
Not great.
Great way to kill your Batman franchise.
Especially
introduce
Batman.
Robin.
Yeah.
Especially when Batman in that film just goes, "I freeze, I'm Batman." That's how you said it.
Mikey, what about you, dude? How was your
Heath Ledger
Joker?
made The Dark Knight a very memorable film, like a great film, and it's a shame he's not in the last one. And
yeah, because I reckon the film would have been about the Joker. It would have had more to do with the whole relationship between the Joker and the Batman. Because I think that's one of the great things that they mentioned, the Killing Joke, where Batman says to him, we need to stop doing this now. I'm going to either kill you, you're going to kill me. And that's what the Joker's about. Like, he likes to test Batman before see how it does, and just how how the Joker says without how it said in the Batman animated series, Joker was like, when he thought Batman died, it's like there's no more punchline. Where's the punchline anymore? Because Batman's not alive. So
and in the film, he kept making loads of puzzles to solve, new twists in the film. Like in newspapers, they put his next target because he would attack police. Innocent people he would attack and put clues to who his next target was in paper, and he just had really good riddle.
There were Riddler elements.
There were a few Riddler elements.
Got good tricks and when he introduced himself to the gang and to show his worth, and he killed that guy with a trick, let me show you a magic trick, and then he killed the guy when the pencil's gone. And I think things like that where he was a good Joker.
Right, well, at the end of that, which is actually probably the closest one we've had, I think I give this one to Mark, personally.
Victory!
I do again, I feel like it's the chemistry between... Conroy and Hamill that makes a
Yeah.
lot of their pieces have a lot more punch. I feel like these two were better as like individual Jokers, but Mark Hamill works better as
things
as
with
a
everyone.
part to a whole.
For me, I mean, I was arguing with Jack Nicholson because that's the film I'm arguing for, but I thought that Heath Ledger did really fit into the film really well.
He does, yeah.
Yes.
But again, I feel like he's more, he's more like a focus rather than a
He's not
piece which works great as a whole. For like,
Yeah.
Dark
you can
Knight is
fit.
essentially just the Joker.
Yeah.
Because in the
'Cause
film,
you
you just felt like, what's he going to do next? I want to see the Joker again.
Yeah, because you can fit Mark Hamill's Joker into pretty much like you can fit it into a Justice League film and only have him be a minor villain, and he'll still shine and still make
Yes.
that whole piece better.
Yeah, because when he was in the Justice League series, I just watched it just for Mark Hamill's Joker because he is that good.
But actually, you were saying about shame he wasn't in the last film, Heath Ledger's Joker. I did think because they brought Scarecrow back quite rapidly. Yeah, well, they brought Scarecrow back for a little cameo.
What do you reckon's filling the element?
No, I reckon the third
I think if Heath Ledger had still been alive, they'd have put him in it as well. And they'd have kind of done that. But I always thought it would have been a good way for them to kind of reference the Joker in it, to have Harley Quinn in the last film, and to say that she was in like Arkham with him, and she escaped and he was whispering in her ear and sending her mad.
Yeah, because that's what he does in the series. He drives her mad, telling her about all these different stories. Like even in the original cartoons, he was talking about how I got these scars and how his father used to be abusive and that sort of thing. How even in the cartoons and comics and stuff, it's still that same sort of story and it's still kind of the same sort of Joker.
Was that how Harley Quinn was made or created?
Yeah, because Harley Quinn was Joker's therapist in the Arkham, and then he basically drove her insane.
Anyway, we better wrap this up fairly rapidly. So, any closing statements?
Mark Hamill's Joker's the best. Mark Hamill is awesome. Luke, I am your father. May the force be with you. Joker rules.
Yeah, Joker!
Everyone would have wanted The Dark Knight Rises to have the Joker in, because that would have been amazing.
I reckon it would have had the Joker.
He definitely would have been in it, because of the last scenes where he says, we're destined to do this forever, and then he's not in the last one.
Yeah, because that's the whole thing to do with the whole yin yang Batman and Joker, where those two need each other to basically survive.
I don't think there was anyone that was going to step up for Dark Knight Rises to play the Joker as Heath Ledger's Joker.
No way.
Try and fill those shoes.
Not at all, man.
Anyway, do you have a closing statement, Keith?
Yeah, I do. I think that Jack Nicholson's Joker is probably the best because he is just the maddest one out of all of them. Although he never did anything, he would never have the serious side to him. It was that was kind of a bit more sinister for me.
It wasn't supposed to be, because why so serious?
And on that note, anyway, the points agree with Kier. Jack Nicholson is our winner, and that was GEEKAMANIA. So, as per usual, that's Kier.
That's Mike.
I'm Michael.
Every time!
Good night, San Diego.
I guess I'm Mark, and that's Ben.
Bye, guys.
You stay beautiful, San Diego.
Fucking amateur!